Thanks for checking out a new series I'm offering on my channel, where I review free-to-play games that are currently available on Xbox and PlayStation consoles. Today I'm reviewing The Finals, which is currently in its third season. The Finals was released in December of 2023 for the Xbox Series X and S, the PlayStation 5, and PC through Steam. Developed and published by Embark Studios, it's a free-to-play game that you can pick up now on console without the requirement for Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus.
Terminal Attack is back and it looks like it's here to stay.
Plus, our ranked play has changed. Contestants will now be playing Terminal Attack to rise through the leagues.
There's also a new World Tour on the books. It's a series of limited-time tournaments and events scheduled throughout the season.
Not to mention some new weapons and a new specialization. That'll mix things up.
And the Battle Pass is overloaded with prizes.
Get ready, get set, get in there, contestants. Season 3 of the Finals starts now.
This review is coming from a place as a new player entering the game for the first time, which is currently in its third season. If you're worried about missing out on the first 2 seasons, don't worry about it. It's just a refresh of cosmetics, and they swap out some of the game modes for newer ones while leaving the most popular in place. But what separates the Finals from the slew of other first-person, free-to-play shooters on the market? The Finals leans heavily into its fast-paced, goal-oriented, team tactics, combat, and destructible environments. This review is going to break the gameplay into several easily digestible chunks, starting with the character archetypes. The Finals offers 3 different character types to choose from, called contestants. They're separated by size, with the small size being harder to hit, far faster movement than the others, better traversal mechanics like multiple jumps and dashes, or a grappling gun. But that speed comes with a price, and the light character has a lot less hit points than the others. The large size character is your typical heavy with a larger hitbox, slower movement, and a gun that deals more damage and has more ammo. They have a lot more health to compensate, but their slow movement can be a major detriment in game types that require you to reach an objective very quickly. Finally, we have the medium-sized class, which is like the base character. They're not super fast, but not terribly slow. They're like a jack of all trades, and they have the standard amount of health. Now, amongst these 3 character types, there is a problem, and that's balance. The developers have tried to make these 3 equal in a way, with positives and negatives for picking each, especially when you're in a certain game type. But the big problem is there is some unfair balancing in some of the classes. Particularly like the light class. They move quickly, and they have the additional dashes or the ability to turn invisible. Or the sentry gun for the medium class, which you can spawn, and if you have 5 people on your team in medium, that's a lot of sentry guns. Then there is the sniper rifle, which is overpowered in certain game modes, especially ones that deny you healing or respawns and have large open spaces. Balance is a difficult thing for online games, and the meta is always going to shift and change depending on what game mode you're playing and the patches. It's not game-breaking in the Finals, just be aware that you are going to see a lot of similar loadouts in certain types of matches. Which is a good segue into our next talking point, the matches themselves. The Finals is built around this idea that you're a contestant on a game show. You're there to get cash, and the way they do that changes depending on the game type. I can't speak to game modes that it had at launch, but at the time of this review, there are 5 main ones. The first game type is the World Tour, which is the seasonal event where you play the cash out game mode. If you aren't familiar with what cash out is, here's an in-game explanation.
It's showtime, contestants. Let's start by diving into Quick Cash.
You'll play Cash Out as a single match rush with 3 teams of 3. The first team to reach 20,000 wins.
First, head for the vault and grab the cash box.
Next, insert the box into a cash out station, but be careful, your opponents can steal a cash out in progress.
That's right, you'll need to set up defenses and use our arenas to your advantage. Be ready for anything.
Now gear up, get out there, and give us a show.
In the World Tour, it's essentially a ranked version of the cash out game mode. As the video explained, you're looking to kill players for cash, find vaults, and haul your gains back to a cash out box. The first team to reach a set amount of cash wins. It's fast-paced, chaotic fun that combines a team free-for-all match with a goal. You can ignore the vaults and simply hunt down enemy teams if you want, or you can stake out a cash-out point and look for targets of opportunity. It's hectic chaos and a ton of fun. With the World Tour, you're looking to win matches that move up the leaderboard before the season ends. If you aren't looking for something so competitive, there's Terminal Attack. It's 5v5, no heals or respawns.
Welcome to Terminal Attack, the latest craze hitting the finals, courtesy of, well, CNS.
Here's the rundown. In this mode, 2 teams of 5 face off in a best of 7 showdown.
In each round, the teams will be assigned the role of attackers or defenders.
Defenders need to stop the attackers by eliminating them or interrupting the transfer at the terminal. For attackers, the mission is to deliver a decryption key to a terminal to activate and complete a funds transfer.
All contestants respawn at the start of each round, but that's it. Yes, folks, CNS has added some twists. No revives and no mid-round respawns. And gadgets do not recharge mid-round.
Every move and every decision could end the round. That's why we call it Terminal Attack.
All right, let's get started.
This one is a bit unbalanced in my opinion. There's a big problem with large open areas and snipers picking off your team. Then you have the fact that you can just kill all the enemy team and ignore the objective. So rather than try to hack the terminal, a lot of matches just become team deathmatch. There's also an advantage if you're the attacking team rather than the defending team. Since there are 2 terminals, defenders typically split up to cover both. But if you're in a coordinated attack team, it can quickly become 5-on-2 or 5-on-3, as you assault one of the terminals and ignore the other. This game mode makes good communication essential, and you can mow through opponents if you have a coordinated group of friends. But the destructible environments do spice things up. Maybe the terminal is high up on a building. You can just blast your way through the floors until it reaches you or you it, taking out enemy defenses in the process. Although it's been in my experience that in most game modes, the destruction isn't as game-changing as I would have thought it would be. It's more of a side effect of the absolute chaos that matches descend into, rather than a coordinated effort to take down an objective. A really fun mode that I enjoyed, that is also frantic and insane, is Power Shift. Everyone piles onto a single platform. The longer you're on it, the closer it comes to your side of the map.
Contestants, it's time to claim fame in the game we call Power Shift. Jump into the arena, get to the platform, and capture it to set it in motion.
You'll be earning cash as the platform starts moving towards your goal. Try to get 2 or even 3 of you on there, so the platform moves that much faster. If anything gets in the way of our platform, it'll just rip right through it. You'll have to adapt your attack or defense as the arena crumbles around you.
And in this competition, you can switch your whole contestant pack between respawns. The first team to reach their goal, or the team that's closest when time's up, wins.
However, if your team holds the platform but isn't in the lead when time is up, we'll call overtime, just to see if you can get it back across the center line to secure the win. Good luck out there.
It quickly descends into madness, with bombs and bullets flying everywhere. But this one has a balance issue as well. I found that once a team takes control of the platform, it can be hard to dislodge them, especially when they have 5 sentry guns helping them out. Finally, there's Bank It. Kill enemies for coins or open vaults for coins, and then take those to the cash out area. The more coins you have, the bigger target you are.
The arena's about to rain coins and bank it.
4 teams, 3 players each, and coins absolutely everywhere.
Head for the vaults to get those coins. The more coins you're carrying, the longer the trail gets behind you. And the longer your trail, the bigger the target on your back.
Your team doesn't earn those coins until you deposit them. If you're eliminated while you're carrying coins, they'll scatter for anyone else to grab. Finders keepers!
The team to reach 40,000 first, or the richest team when time's up, will win. Combat, speed, and just a dash of greed. Welcome to Bank It.
This one is team deathmatch with a twist, since killing enemies isn't the entire point of it. You can kill everyone, but if you aren't bringing that money back to cash out spots, it doesn't really help you much. There's nothing more satisfying than bringing back the loot, and nothing more soul-crushing than having a huge stash of money fall on the ground just when you're about to reach the cash-out point. There are some other game modes, but they rotate out during the season. So Season 4, which will be happening in a few weeks from the writing of this review, will have a few different game modes on offer. So those are the game modes. How about the combat itself? Well, it's pretty good. The weapons handle nicely, they sound powerful, and they come in a wide variety of types. Time to kill is higher than, say, Call of Duty, with you unloading an entire clip at enemies at times in order to kill them. There are a lot of traversal options available to get you across the map. You can zip line from building to building or use jump pads. One of the funnest things is the commentary. The game keeps track of what's happening in a match. It's a game show after all. They'll talk about who's in the lead or if they had a good play. It's fun and entertaining. Graphically, the finals looks really nice. Everything is bright and colorful, the environments are pretty, they're detailed, and they're large. It makes use of the Unreal Engine 5 in a good way, and performance is top-notch. I didn't have any graphical slowdowns, and the FPS was nice and high with no stuttering. But the character models are a little bit plain, and there isn't a lot of options for character customization. Sure, you can buy outfits and things like that, but the characters themselves only have a few faces to choose from. Which leads into the microtransactions. This is a free-to-play game, and the developers need to make money somehow. Don't worry, there isn't any pay-to-win shenanigans going on here. Everything you buy is cosmetic only. Things like gun skins, character skins, outfits, even animal companions that sit on your shoulder. There are a lot of things to choose from. But they can be pretty pricey. You can expect anything from $15 to $25 for an outfit, with individual items costing a few bucks to quite a bit more. You don't have to buy them, and they aren't exactly thrown into your face, but the base character outfits do make you want to upgrade eventually. The Battle Pass is $10 US, with you unlocking things as you level up throughout a season. If you want a boost, you can purchase levels at any time to push you further up the Battle Pass. There's some nice unlocks to get in that Battle Pass, and if you're spending a lot of time playing the game, it might be worth picking it up towards the start of a season. There isn't really a story to the finals. There is some lore that goes along with its setting. It's set in the future where you're this contestant on a game show trying to earn money. There are various sponsors to the show, and some of them are completely out to lunch.
An electrifying performance by the Live Wires. What a win! And now, a word from one of our sponsors.
The life giver, the sun, always on, the source of everything that is good. But can it be trusted? Holtau's Sun Insurance will have you covered if the unimaginable happens and the light goes out. Holtau, brighter than ever.
There's some controversy going on in the background of the game, but the setting really is just flavor for the finals. It's not something you pay much attention to, aside from the odd comment by a commentator. Finally, let's go into the pros and cons of the finals. For the pros, it looks and runs great on console. I played it on both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and I had no problems. The environments are bright and colorful, the maps are well designed for the game modes, for the most part. The destructible environment adds a new twist to the gameplay, allowing new routes and options for reaching a goal. Is there a wall in your way? Blow it up. Safe on an upper floor and you're on the bottom? Blow up the ceiling and drop the safe down to you. I never had any problems with matchmaking, and matches themselves were fast and fun. The shop isn't thrown into your face all the time, and the finals is not pay to win. For the cons, some of the outfits and items in the shop can be pricey. Some of the game modes are unbalanced at times. So are some of the character loadouts. Teamwork is essential. You can't go it alone and expect to win. If you want to play by yourself, you probably won't get far. And that's it for another review. I hope you enjoy this new series I'm offering, and if you're looking for a fun, team-based shooter on console, I encourage you to check out the finals. I'm the Casual Console Gamer on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next review.